Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today's lesson is a grammar point. We are going to be talking about conditional sentences with the imperatives and modal verbs. Our main objectives in this lesson are: first, to know what is a conditional sentence. Second, to know how to use a conditional sentence with the imperative form. 3. To know how to use a conditional sentence with modal verbs. So let's get started now. First of all, we have to know what is a conditional sentence. And to get an answer, let's consider this example. A question I would like to ask you right now is, what happens if it rains? And a common answer you may be thinking of right now is, if it rains, plants grow. If it rains, plants grow. Grammatically, this sentence is called a conditional sentence. So basically, a conditional sentence has two main parts. Part number one, which is called the F part, that usually states the condition, and part number two, which states the result. We can state it in this order: if it rains, plants grow, starting with the condition and then the result. Or plants grow if it rains, which means we can start with the result and finish with the condition. Plants grow if it rains. For more understanding, let's consider another example. What happens when you squeeze an orange? The result is you get orange juice. So a conditional sentence is, if you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. Again, the sentence has two main parts. Part number one, that states the condition, and part number two, which states the result. Please, I would like you to notice that the condition is usually used with the word F. F. So to make a conditional sentence, make sure to use F with the condition, comma, and then you finish with the result. But as we have seen before, we can start with the result and finish with the condition, which means we can say, you get orange juice if you squeeze an orange. Now that you know what is a conditional sentence, let's see now how to use conditionals with the imperative form. And by the way, the imperative is the verb form we use to make commands or give orders, just like in examples like do this, come here, go there, answer the exercise. These are positive examples, and negatives can be with don't do that, don't go there, don't watch that, etc. Let us have a look at this dialogue between a mother and her daughter. The mother says, Selma, have you finished your homework? The daughter, not yet, Mom. Mother, it's bedtime now. If you finish, go to sleep. The daughter, okay, Mom. So a question is, what does the mother ask Selma to do? She asked her to go to sleep. She asked her to go to sleep. But when? If she finishes homework. She asked her to go to sleep if she finishes homework. So this is the condition. If you finish homework, the result is in the form of an imperative. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. So now I would like you to notice and pay attention to the verb forms used. So within the F part, the verb form is within the simple present. And then in the result part, the verb form is in the infinitive, or we'll call the imperative form, which is usually the infinitive form. So the rule to make imperatives with conditionals, we use F plus subject, like in the example, if you plus simple present tense, a comma, second part, the imperative verb, which is usually the infinitive, as we have seen. Let us see now how to make conditional sentences with modal verbs. We have already studied modal verbs, and we have seen that they are words we use to express some meanings like obligation, necessity, possibility, ability, advice, etc. Words like must, should, can, may, and others. Let us consider this example. Adam has flu and a fever. What can you tell him? A piece of advice is, if you are sick, you should stay at home, Adam. If you are sick, you should stay at home. Number 2, if you have a headache, you can take an aspirin. If you have a headache, you can take an aspirin. Another example, if you don't feel better, you must see a doctor. If you don't feel better, you must see a doctor. So let's work on this example. Again, the conditional sentence here has two parts, the condition and the result. I want you to have a look at the verb forms used. You can see that the F part, or the condition, is used again with the word F plus subject plus simple present. Don't feel. This is the negative form of the verb to feel in the simple present. Then between the two parts we use a comma, and then the result part is used again with the subject plus modal verb plus the infinitive, must see, can take, should stay. Let's now practice using conditional sentences with both imperatives and modal verbs. In this exercise, I would like you to write the verb between brackets into the right form. The forms we're gonna use are either simple present or infinitive form. Before you answer this exercise, what you have to remember is that we use the simple present with the F part and the infinitive with the result part. You can stop the video now, think of the exercise, copy your answers. We shall correct in a few seconds. Let's correct the exercise now. Sentence number 1 says, if Ahmed, the verb to have, a sore throat, he, modal verb must, and the verb take, some honey. You may notice that the sentence starts with F. So the correct form to use with the first part is the simple present. If Ahmed has a sore throat, he must take some honey. Second part has the modal verb must, and after modal verbs we use the infinitive. No changes are made to the verb. Let's look at sentence number 2. Start with the verb to call the doctor immediately. If your nose, the verb to bleed. So the first thing is to locate the F part. The sentence starts with the result part and finishes with the F part. So the correct form to start with is the infinitive form. Call the doctor immediately. F your nose plus simple present. If your nose bleeds, if your nose bleeds, the verb takes S since your nose can be considered third person singular. It bleeds. Sentence number 3. If you don't feel better, negative form, not feel. If you don't feel better, come and see me again. Come and see me again. Sentence number 4. It starts with the F part. So we use the simple present with the F part. If she walks in the rain, she might catch cold. She might catch cold. Sentence 5. You can take aspirin. You can take aspirin if you are not allergic. If you are not allergic. Task 2. In this exercise, I would like you now to make sentences with these words. You've got a list of words to be used to make a conditional sentence with correct forms of the verbs. Let's do number 1 as an example. So we do have words like he must visit the doctor if he get worse. So the correct sentence is he must visit the doctor if he gets worse. He must visit the doctor if he gets worse. Try to stop the video again. Copy and answer the exercise. We shall correct in few moments. Let's make the rest of the sentences now. Example number 2 has words like if Layla have cold can take orange juice. So the sentence to make should be like if Layla has cold, she can take orange juice. If Layla has cold, she can take orange juice. Sentence number 3 has words like if your back hurt, not do any sport. The sentence to make is if your back hurts, do not do any sport. Do not do any sport. Sentence 4. The words are not stay in bed if you feel better. The sentence to make should be do not stay in bed if you feel better. Do not stay in bed if you feel better. And the last example, if your tooth ache, go to bed. The right sentence should be if your tooth aches, notice that ache here is a verb. If your tooth aches, that means if your tooth hurts, go to bed. That is everything for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe. Have a good day.